All right, welcome back to Soccer Matters, ESPN 97.5. We're out at Senate Avenue Brewing, and a really nice crowd has come out here tonight. Got some great jerseys, by the way. I like that USA one over there that just came in. Very nice. You'll have to tell me about that after a break. So a couple of things here. Senate Avenue Brewing, if you're on 290, you take the Senate Avenue exit, or you can take Beltway 8 over here, east or west. Beautiful place. It's got a wonderful patio. Patio is hopping here tonight. Soccer's hopping here. We've had Tim Hanley on for 2 segments, who's done a wonderful job of coming up from Galveston. We appreciate that, getting some insight from Tim. And now we're going 90s. We're going 90s where indoor soccer was predominant in America over the outdoor game. And the 2 guys that are joining me now are Ziad Allan over here and Olivier Finidori. Now, important to know about these 2 guys. These guys have committed to the sport of soccer in Houston once they retired. They remained in Houston. They've coached countless thousands of soccer players over their career. These guys are huge contributors to the soccer community, not just walking around, I'm an ex-professional soccer player, but running programs. Cy-Fair Dynamos, every year they do a kick cancer program that we started a long time ago. They're doing things for the community. Ziad Allan. Ziad, tell me about the school you're at, St. John's, right?
St. John's High School.
Yeah. Tell us about your job there and what you're doing now. Obviously, you're coaching soccer.
I'm the head coach of boys soccer program. I'm the head coach of soccer program over there, the boys, and been coaching there for 14 years, all the middle school and high school.
And you had a soccer academy before that called the Ziad Soccer Academy.
I've been doing it over there for the last 12 years, yes.
And still doing that as well?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes. All ages, 4 to 12.
This guy and this guy are 100% soccer. I mean, they're watching games, they're coaching, they live and breathe it every single night after their careers, and Houston's lucky for that. So, Oli, take me into the 90s, playing at the Summit, just some general general comments.
The first thing is how much I miss this guy, how much I miss Ziad, and how much I miss playing with him. One of the greatest players and greatest person I got to play with was just a lot of fun. I mean, at the end of the day, as you know, there was no professional soccer here for quite a few years, and then Giorgio Bolenghi and Alfredo Brenner came in and started the Houston Hotshots, and you know the way they got the word out, the way they got us involved in the community. The whole city got behind us. It was really, really a fun time. It was awesome to play the Summit and
packing the place, indoor soccer.
Definitely.
It was just rock'em sock'em. You still got people coming up to you today talking about the days in the 90s about the indoor game.
Yeah, I don't have many people coming to ask me. I think they're all getting too old for that.
They're still asking us. They still ask.
No, but there's definitely a lot of great memories. It was really great to play in the Summit. The atmosphere, like you say, the atmosphere around the city, everybody really got behind the team. Some of those rivalries were just really something else, playing against the Monterrey, La Raza, and Dallas Sidekicks. These were some real special moments, really.
Yeah, the great Tattoo in the indoor game. These guys played against Tattoo. La Raza was an unbelievable team. Played in that really small arena in Monterrey.
I think we were the only team we beat them over there. I think we played there, and this guy, he scored phenomenal goal. Remember the bicycle?
Yeah.
Tell me about the goal. You can't leave us hanging like that. You scored this one in Monterrey, right?
Yes, it was in Monterrey. And the thing is, what's kind of funny is at the time I was actually seeing a lot of the bench. Mark McKay, one of my best friends, was playing ahead of me. And then something happened to Mark, and Trevor put me in the game. I think it was in the second half. And out of nothing, the ball was played around the glass, and just instinctively I just did a crazy bike, and I don't even know how he came in, but he ended up in the top corner. So I acted like I claimed it like I meant it the whole time. Yeah.
It was a beautiful goal.
That's awesome. Ziad, tell me about your favorite indoor goal. Best one, most important one. Which one was it? And they played in the Continental Indoor Soccer League, and they played in the World Indoor Soccer League. That was the league in the 90s. Prior to that, in the 80s, you had the Houston Summit playing indoor. You had the Houston Dynamos, the team I was on. That was outdoor. Prior to that was Houston Summit indoor, Houston Hurricanes outdoor. And prior to that, in the 60s, was when professional soccer came here with the Houston Stars. So,
yeah. I don't know which
your
one.
best goal.
I don't know which one.
Most important. How about that? What was your most important goal?
I can't remember.
Can't remember?
Well, what I would take, as I know he's a shy guy, so I will tell you this. I mean, first off, he's probably scored way, way too many goals to remember. But I just know when he came to clutch time, in the playoffs especially, when we did so well, and at that time I was just, again, watching from the bench. I was watching this guy just tearing it out. I mean, he was scoring so many goals between him and Paul Doherty, Nibo Bendovic. They were just goal-scoring machines. He scored some unbelievable. He had just a great nose for the goal.
Olivier Finidori, Ziad Allan, both played on the Houston Hotshots in the indoor game. Brian, can you just move over a little bit? Brian. So, World Cup 2026. What's that going to mean to you? Guy that played professional soccer here, spent your entire life here working with kids and involved in the game. What does World Cup 2026 being here mean to you?
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be especially here for the United States. There's going to be a lot to push, especially how many teams? 48 or 52? How many teams this year?
48.
48, I believe.
48, yeah. I think it's going to be a lot of good stuff going on in World Cup.
What about personally for you? How does it feel?
It's the same. Every single World Cup is after 4 years. You're looking forward to see great soccer, great players. Hopefully, I can go and see Jordan against Mexico. I mean Argentina in Dallas, in June 26th. I think they're playing. You know, I'm from Jordan.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I'm going to go to that game.
That'll be big. That'll be a prideful day for you.
Yeah.
But what about the fact that it's in Houston? Right? It's in Houston. How does that affect? I mean, are you able to talk to your players about this and get excited about the fact that we have 7 games here at Energy Stadium?
I mean, we always talk about it. To be honest with you, again, I think Portugal playing here, and most of my guys at the school, they get some ticket, and they go into that game.
Wow.
Yes.
They're lucky. Yeah, Olivier, what about you? What does it mean that the World Cup's here? I mean, you've worked with countless youth players as well. What does it mean to all the Cy-Fair Dynamos players and just the city as a whole?
Well, in general, the fact that it's coming to Houston and what it's going to do to the community, where we remember back when it was in 94, the World Cup was in the country, but Houston didn't get any games at that time. So the fact that it's now in Houston, and you know, as you've been mentioning for the last few shows, what a great soccer culture we have here in Houston for many, many years, which you're a big reason, you're a big part of that. I'm really hoping that's going to give us that next boom to even get even more awareness, get more people playing, and get more, exposure for the sport in the whole city. You know, I really expect the whole entire city to get behind the event and pack the streets, and hopefully there'll be some viewing parties that people can go for people that don't get to go to the games.
Well, right here at Jersey Village.
That's right.
You don't have to go if you don't get tickets. If you're not at the Fan Fest, or you go in your area of town, you create your own environment. Maybe it's at home. There's a lot that can be done, and even if you don't get tickets, you still can be a part of it.
No, that's absolutely right. I mean, I'm really hoping that for a whole month, it's going to be a big soccer fiesta for the United States, of course, in Mexico, Canada also, but I want to see that happen here in Houston.
39 days, the entire tournament. There are 72 first-round games, which Argentina won it in 68 in Qatar. Think about that. So you got a volume of games, but then when you get into the single elimination knockout stages, well, you're going to get all kinds of drama.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I said, the fact that the World Cup is going to be longer this year and more games, I really do believe it's going to be whoever's got the deepest squad is who's going to be there at the end to lift that big trophy right here. Because it's going to be a grueling competition. To get up the first round, after that, it's going to be wide open.
We got Tim here from the Manchester United supporters group. We have Tim Russell in the house tonight. We got Fidel, who brought this World Cup trophy here. Don't anybody come for this. There might be arms back here. You never know. 24 karat. Just a joke. Don't anybody get upset. Just a joke. So I'm glad you brought up cultural ownership of the game, because the reason why this World Cup is coming to Houston is because of people like you, who coach the game, who spread the lore of the game, people that play it, people that coach it, people that mentor, people that buy tickets. This is the reason the World Cup is coming to Houston. It's not coming from the top down. It's coming from the bottom up. It's legacy already in Houston. We're going to add to the legacy with the World Cup. and life's going to go on, and the sport is going to continue to grow here in the future. And I think it's important. I'm glad you brought that up, Olivier, because I think it's important to remind people you're all a part of the reason why the World Cup is here.
Oh, for sure.
It's
The
not here
people that
without
are
you.
here, the people that are over here right now listening to the show and over here at the brewery, people like you, Glenn, let's be honest. I mean, it was, 88 when I came here, and I know there was soccer before, and it really never just got the traction to just go to the next level. But you guys like yourself, Jim Walker, Bill McDonald, you guys just kept it going, took it to a different level, raised your awareness in Houston, and then finally it just exploded to where now we have this huge soccer culture here in Houston. That's why we have a World Cup.
I appreciate what you're saying. I want to clarify something, though. 60s team, these guys are doing clinics. They're coaching. They're setting the bar, all right? So they grow the game. 70s, Houston Hurricanes and Houston Summit Indoor. They're growing the game. 80s, Houston Dynamos. They're growing the game. So all these things together. This game didn't begin here in 2006.
Nope.
90s, Houston Hotshots. Clinics beyond belief. I did 6 clinics for every game I played, okay? I can assure you. I was signing autographs in the cowboy bars and country bars where I didn't think people even knew the sport. So every single pro team, the men that played on them, the men that coached them, the men that spent their money to bring the game here, with no return, by the way, until MLS now, where you buy teams and you hold on to them, and you get the golden payoff at the end when you sell it, right? Every single team with all those men, coaches, women, whoever worked in these organizations, they are all fully invested in helping bring the World Cup here. And we can't ever forget that. Can't forget that. And unfortunately, some of the people that are in charge miss that in a big way. All right. All right. Soccer Matters, ESPN 97.5, Senate Avenue Brewing. Let's give a round of applause. Ziad Allan and Olivier Finidori. Okay, we're going to take a break. Before we go to break, I want to remind you, you stay, Olivier. You stay. I want to remind you about Slip Sliders 1802 bins. We're starting Soccer Matters Saturdays. Go into Slip Sliders, the best sliders you're going to get, 1802 bins. You mentioned the sport of soccer. You can say football. You can say my name. You'll get 15% off your bill. Slip Sliders, great spot. Also a word for our presenting sponsor, John Daspit and the Daspit Law Firm. DaspitLaw.com, 713, call now. They are the anchor sponsor of this show. If you get in a car, boat, motorcycle accident, it's the Daspit Law Firm. DaspitLaw.com, 713, call now. John and his firm, personal injury attorneys, and they're going to handle your case, work 24/7 nights and weekends for you. But I'm going to tell you, as an anchor sponsor, the importance of the Daspit Law Firm and all the sponsors you hear on this show that keep us on the air. So thank you to John Daspit and the Daspit Law Firm. Let's take a break. It's Senate Avenue Brewing, the home of the mayor, Andrew Mitchum.